going, everyone? It's Liam Caddison here, and we're reacting to another episode of Agatha All Along. This is episode number 7, as we are closing in on the finale. And it was really, really great to cover episodes 5 and 6 last time around, especially with the big focus around Teen, or now that it's basically confirmed Billy. Although the story of how Teen became Billy isn't as straightforward as I guess was predicted or whatever, because I had a feeling that Teen was going to be Billy, but the circumstances of how I guess Teen became Billy, completely well done and completely different to what I had in mind, especially with the whole fact that he was William Kaplan before, and then of course that incident happened, and yeah, but it was really, really great stuff. So I'm excited to get into this episode. So with that said, it is episode number 7 of Agatha All Along. Let's go. I'll put you down. Ooh, very, very trippy opening. Yeah, very trippy opening. Holy dang!
Best friend.
I don't know if best friend is
She's not
fitting.
I have a mom.
Ooh.
Hey, you want straight answers? Ask a straight lady.
Oh my god! Oh, that is an iconic line. I love that. No
Classic.
way!
Seem pleased with your look.
Well, if the cheekbones fit.
Oh my god, Maleficent.
Oh,
Alpha
Do you
bar.
think this is important?
That is amazing.
Your path winds out of time. Not much for me, so.
Just, oh no. Well, that's lovely. Yeah, there's more. Oh no. Oh, pick wisely, I guess. Oh my god. My god, she's going reckless. Ooh.
Son of the Scarlet Witch kicked us off the road.
What? Teen is the son of the Scarlet Witch?
Oh.
How do you know?
That's interesting.
I told you.
Yeah.
Geez, so Lilia's mind is definitely out of sync, timeline-wise.
Am I wispy or am I kooky?
Bit of both.
Oh, shoot!
Alice, don't try to save Agatha.
Don't try to save Agatha.
I just think
Oh my god!
Yourself still, because it's true. Ah, the easy road. What do you see, Lilia?
This is we're finally getting into, like, the roots of how Lily is, like, saying these things that seem like they've been displaced in time.
The flow of time is an illusion, Jen. Most people don't realize that.
Just thinking,
When I
the
was
10th
a child,
Doctor's
I
quote about
experienced my
time.
life out of sequence.
Oh.
Are you okay?
Be careful what you wish for?
I thought we were cool. We are not cool, teenager.
Oh god.
Isn't his full name?
I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have lashed out at you like that. You didn't.
What went wrong?
I don't know. You seem pretty on point.
So that shit can't come out. Okay.
I'm glad you're here now.
Because now you need me.
I was gonna say get off of here.
And then I knew you'd need time.
Yeah. Oh my god!
We didn't even put any cards down.
Maybe
It's-
no cards is
Yeah, it's like, stop stalling! Come on, TikTok! TikTok witches!
Please just tell me how to control what's happening.
Your task is not to control, but to see.
I mean, it's gonna be mind-bending. She can't, like, get a grip on it.
What?
I put it away.
Why?
Because all I saw was death.
Oh. Oh, they're here.
I'd say it's pretty vital.
Lilia, can you just steal or whatever?
He must ask a question.
What does it matter?
Oh, no pressure.
And leads to large gaping wound.
Am I William or am I Billy?
Oh, snap.
A space for growth and discovery. Of course you will face obstacles, preceding a potential windfall. You must overcome all to reach your destination.
Nice.
What, no snide remarks?
No, she just aced that.
Good fortune, joy, reunion.
Reunion.
Of course. With your
How
bro.
are we supposed to get it right when tarot is completely subjective?
Think again. The path behind.
It is what we all have in common.
She's, yep. Death
Mama,
is the enemy.
Come for me.
Wait, now?
I was falling. Agatha is in the trial with Billy.
Who is Billy?
The
Shelving.
son of the Scarlet Witch. Try to keep up. It's a divination trial.
Mention the
Tarot.
shelving.
We've got to find the bookshelf. I can see all the pieces falling into place.
Oh.
The gaps are filling in. I'm my trial. Agatha and Billy need my help. I hope you'll join me.
I mean, she have to, right?
Because you are my sister in the craft.
Oh.
I was reading for the wrong person. I am the traveler.
Oh, yeah, this is all for her. Not
I
Billy.
am.
The Queen of Cups.
Oh,
Now you see.
yeah.
Path behind. The Knight of Wands. Full of fire. Fights bravely.
Yep. Alice.
Obstacles. Three of Swords.
Oh, nice.
Sorrow. Grief. Miraculous transformation. And finally, the destination.
Shit. Oh my god, this has just been incredible.
D, E, A.
Wait, is this the revelation?
Death.
I said she was laughing! Why was she laughing?
Rio is
Death.
the original Green Witch.
Is it true?
She knew.
What can I say? I like the bad boys.
Ahead, Jennifer.
She's the path ahead.
I loved being a witch.
Oh no, Lilia!
Destruction.
Oh.
Sudden upheaval.
Oh my god, this is so creepy. They are so creepy.
Like the tower. Upright.
She's gonna die taking them out! Holy shit! Oh, come on. My heart.
Let us begin.
If I could save time in a bottle, the first thing.
That was the Quicksilver bit, wasn't it? As well. If I had a nickel for every time this song played in a Marvel thing. Oh. That was superb. Favorite episode. I don't know, one of my favorite episodes, like, in terms of the MCU Disney Plus shows, definitely. But definitely my favorite episode so far of the show. I know we got 2 left, but boy, that was incredible. Revelations, the way that they pieced everything together in terms of the time slippages, I guess, for Lilia. Rio is deaf. Straight up. Oh. And the way that Lilia went out like a bamf as well. Absolutely iconic. Close enough. Welcome back, River Song. Except it's not literally that, because River she leads a linear life, but of course, when the Doctor first met, well, I guess it's subjective because you got the Big Finish audios, right? So that's where it kind of becomes a bit iffy. But when the 10th Doctor first saw River, it was at the end of her life. So yeah. And it was low-key giving me that vibe, to be fair. But also just thinking about how Lilia is talking about the concept of time, because she's not experiencing things linearly. So obviously we had that final quick scene, that 5-second scene. Shall we begin? It's not like it's kind of eerie to explain, but her death isn't the end, if that makes sense. Yeah, she knows, like, there is going to be that point where she dies, but her consciousness will still remain, etc., if that makes sense. So yeah, there is still a lot to live, even though that her death has been established, even though that she knows the where the end of the road is, basically. So but that doesn't mean anything in terms of, well, that's it. It's not like when an ordinary person comes to an end, etc., their consciousness stops. This is this is still kind of ongoing. So yeah, but that was just really that's the interpretation that I'm getting from that final scene in particular, as well as the fact that what Lilia said about the fact that, well, the way that she lives isn't exactly linear. But I was also thinking of another Doctor Who reference. Of course, when you got timey-wimey shenanigans involved, my mind's just going to be thinking like Doctor Who. But, you know, one of the first references I was thinking was about the 10th Doctor's classic timey-wimey quote about how people assume that time is a strict progression of cause and effect. But it's from a non-linear, non-subjective view, it's like a big ball of wibbly-wobbly, timey-wimey stuff. That's exactly it with Lilia. Because there you go with, I mean, throughout this episode, we finally got the nail on the head in regards to the tarot card readings. And how they've been sprinkled throughout this show, all leading to this moment. So it was just really, really incredible. And the fact that she went out like a bamf as well, taking out the Salem 7. Yeah, it was just really, really great. But it's also about like Lilia's journey in regards to, well, yeah, the reason why she's on the road. It's to cause a story end for her, in a sense. It was to die for her coven. Like I said, there is that moment where it seems like she kind of became awake, etc., in the sense of, shall we begin, etc. So she's going to live parts that she missed out on. Even though that her death has been written. So, Yeah, but I just really, really loved it. I just really, really loved it. Honestly, it is probably one of the best episodes of the Marvel Disney Plus era, basically. And I say that specifically because you got shit like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., which, you know, have showcased some of the best writing I've ever seen, and that still, you know, holds value. Watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., by the way. It's one of the best shows ever. But, I mean, in terms of this, like, in terms of the Disney Plus era for the Marvel Universe, I'd say that this is probably one of the best episodes. I was just absolutely in awe with because the writing was just absolutely tantalizing all throughout. From, like I said, explaining the tarot card readings for Lilia, even the death reveal. I mean, again, I guess it was like what I said about Teen Billy being Billy. About the fact that, well, I could kind of see it coming, but I wasn't as sure as I was with Teen being Billy in regards to Rio being deaf. But I even pointed it out in that last week's recording. Obviously, it was 2 weeks ago, episode 5. But I even pointed it out that, you know, when they were doing the Ouija board and... like, who is here deaf? And you had Rio laughing. I'm like, why is she laughing? Why the hell is she laughing? Because there was already suspicion in regards to the fact that she was deaf. And this episode not just confirmed it, but her appearance as well. Still would. Still would, Rio. So, but I'm assuming... that she's going... Well, here's the thing as well. I've also been made informed about the... Well, I say made informed. You know, social media is a really, really good gift and all of that. But, yeah, after I put out I put out a tweet saying, you know, that might be just the greatest... one of the greatest episodes of the Marvel Disney Plus era. I did see about the fact that... next week is going to be the final Agatha All Along. Not that it's actually going to be 8 episodes, it's going to be 9. Just we've got a double episode. So I'm probably going to do what I did last week in regards to combine episodes 5 and, like what I did with episodes 5 and 6, combine episodes 8 and 9 in one video. So, yeah. But I'm assuming Rio is going to be the final boss, basically. So that should be very, very interesting. I feel like we dealt with the Salem 7, especially with what Lilia did. Like, that was an epic moment. Yeah, that was a really, really epic moment where they just all went flying. So, yeah. And it was a really, really sad moment as well. But, I mean, I feel like with this episode, it also really did a very good job of conveying about... you know, reaching one's end. I mean, for Lilia, it's a bit more complicated because with death, it's usually like death is the end, but sometimes there is that saying that death is not the end, etc. And it's literally the case for Lilia, seemingly. But there is this whole kind of theme about facing death and there coming that acceptance when you come to the end of your time, if that makes sense. So, and I feel like that's what Lilia was faced with, especially knowing her purpose, dying on the road for her coven, and even giving, you know, everyone some final bits of advice before facing her end. It's just really, really amazing stuff. Because you've got Lilia who is accepting, well, this is where my story ends. Physically, I guess. But in terms of a timeline's sake, well, this is where I die. My consciousness, I will still be able to live on now, in a sense, but this is all part of the grand plan to help the Coven out by taking these bastards with me and then yeah, so and it's just like I said, just really great. So, but it was just also very fascinating exploring how Lilia's powers worked, because this was always going to get uncovered in regards to, okay, well, Lily is speaking some things that that are just sporadic and all of that, and we kind of had an idea it would all tie to her divination. But it's the execution as well that you've got to think about, and I think the idea was explored really, really well. So I even loved the little moment where, because they explored things in terms of what she said, they compiled them into a timeline. In terms of a timeline narrative. What she said randomly, but what I think the thing that I really, really loved the most was the cutoff in terms of don't try to save Agatha, because of course there was that thing, try to save Agatha was told, okay, try to save Agatha, and Agatha was like, oh, that was nice. And we were thinking, okay, well, this is all going to be integral in terms of the Coven trying to find a way to save Agatha. Something has to happen, etc. But in actuality, she was like saying, don't try to save Agatha. So that was absolutely nice, that cut. So, yeah, but, yeah. I mean, I feel like Lily's death is definitely going to be the most impactful. We've had Sharon, we've had Alice, and we've had Lilia die on this journey. But there is just something that is just really, really beautiful in regards to how they dealt with Lilia's death. Whether it's the acceptance, in terms of basically exploring the theme of facing death and acceptance, basically when one's time comes to an end, or whether it's the fact that she's on this road for the sake of death, etc., and she's helping out. She's helping her coven, her witches, progress, and also just exploring the slippages of time is just really well done. It's also kind of like reminded me of Loki as well when he had his time slippages, of course. So, although I feel like this is a bit more heavier, especially when you've got to consider, I guess, the points of time that Lilia can slip to in regards to her past compared to, I guess, where we're at present day. So it's kind of reminding me of what Loki experienced as well in his show, obviously. So, yeah, but I feel like this was done with a bit more, I don't know, a bit more poignancy and a bit more pressure. Like I said, there was a lot, like, I don't know, there was just something that was just really incredibly done about this. And it was just really, really amazing, as well as, of course, Lilia being aware about how time isn't exactly, it's all this illusion, and yeah. So, and it's just it's just really, really great stuff, because yeah, her time has come to an end, but her consciousness can get to live throughout what has been established, if that makes sense. So, so there is that moment where she gets to there is that moment where, with her life being completely a big ball of wibbly wobbly timey wimey stuff, it's just written there. The death is just penciled in there. But because of the fact that she has her you know, she lives in a quite disjointed and eerie setting where it's just going to be very, very, it is going to be very, very disorientating and all of that, because that's it. I mean, you're living life out of order, etc. And you have these moments where things are said, of course. Yeah, it's all going to be very, very disorientating, but like I said, in terms of her timeline, that's, like, there's a point that's been created, but her consciousness can, you know, slip around, so, yeah. So it's just really, really interesting to yeah, basically see how that's all come to fruition, so, yeah. I also love the costumes as well. Whether it's, I think Billy was Maleficent and Joe just looked incredible there. Obviously, Alphaba for Agatha. So yeah, but man, that was really, really great. And I also loved focusing on the, of course, fallout of the, I guess, last couple of episodes in regards to Billy and of course, even Agatha's like, well, Wanda might be dead. She might not. She might not be. I don't know at this point. So yeah. But interestingly, though, Billy, you know, is still adamant on the fact that William's mom is his mom, which is really, really great. It doesn't like, because I mean, I was kind of wondering where Billy's mindset is at when it comes to his parents and all of that. So it is really, really great to still have that whole situation where William's mother is still his mother in his eyes, not Wanda. So I know there's going to be quite a few Wanda stands that might be a little bit pissed with what Billy had to say, but I mean, it does still kind of make sense. He was still living with his mom for 3 years in terms of Billy's activeness, so yeah, but yeah, it was really, and there was an incredible line about there was just that incredible line that Agatha said that I think needs to be immortalized, should I say, in regards to, you want a straight answer, ask a straight lady. That's just amazing. That is just one of the best quotes ever. Oh man. But yeah, fantastic episode of Agatha all along. Yeah. That was just incredible. So I absolutely just in awe with this episode so much. So yeah, I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time.